Bull or bear? Let's see. I'm rolling a St. Helena's 1 ounce angel tonight in silver. And she comes up a bear. Let's see what happens. I can't disagree with that. I don't think they're done with the monkey hammering yet. Good evening, and hey, what's up, folks? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Man, I was just watching the lighthouse make its turn right there. Lovely evening out here. I've got the live Hillsborough cam or Hillsborough Lighthouse cam up here, and as you can see, the lighthouse is just kind of spinning around, doing its thing. I wanted to kind of point this out to you, how far away these condos are. Look, see the light going right there? It just passed by. That's from the lighthouse right here. And can you imagine living on the top floor of these condos right here? And there's actually one right on the inlet over to the right of my arrow here that gets the top floor of that condo gets that light right there every night. I mean, it's almost funny that every, I don't know how often this thing turns. I guess we could count it, but every 60 seconds, someone in the condo all along here in the condo right over here get a full lighthouse right in their windows. See if we can see that again. Well, anyways, I find that entertaining. And the only reason I know that is because in the evening when I come through the inlet here, and here's the inlet, as you can see in my arrow right here, you come in the evening, you'll see the lighthouse beam right here shining on the condo that's just out of sight of this right now, and it entirely lights up the top floor of that condo. And I always wondered when they put those condos up for sale if they say, hey, your bedroom gets lit up every 60 seconds with a spotlight. All right, anyway, a little local tidbit I figured I'd share with you. 82 degrees out there, absolutely lovely. What does this have to do with the price of gold, silver, and platinum? Absolutely nothing, but I just like sharing where I live and the beautiful evenings that we have here. Anyway, there you go. There's that light again. I'm distracted like a cat with a light. So, what's going on with spot prices? Same old monkey hammering bullshit that we see all the time, folks. 1855 gold, 2186 silver, platinum sub $1,000. What does this really mean? It just means, again, an opportunity to buy these age-old assets, hard money assets, that's on the super cheap, man. I mean, if they're going to manipulate these prices down, wouldn't you rather have them do what they're doing right now, manipulating them to the downside so you can buy this product super cheap? Or would you rather being suckered into the upside? Well, I'd rather being suckered into the downside, and that's exactly what these artificial prices are doing to us. They're suckering us into the downside here, and that's, again, it's gold, silver, and platinum on the super cheap in these crooked, manipulated markets that are sheerly paper-driven. But meanwhile, what does that have to do with the show that we're doing tonight? Well, I'm going to do the best deals, worst deals. Again, we'll get into that in a few moments. Meanwhile, I've got the Lakeland show that I'm all ready to go to. I got to get up super early and get ready to do that show. I'll tell you all about that at the end of the video as well. Let's get into gata.org because I found this article very interesting here. By the way, you should have gata.org bookmarked on your bookmarks bar because when it comes to the manipulation of gold and such, one of the best websites out there. They talk about the basics, confiscation, which is bullshit in my opinion. They run some pretty good articles out there. Choose your bullion dealer carefully. I found this kind of somewhat intriguing. Why? Because I'm a bullion dealer. And I want to read this to you. Clint Siegner wrote this. Choose your bullion dealer carefully. And I think, let's see who. He's from Money Metal News Services. I think Money Metals is a company out there that sells precious metals as well. And let's get into, well, hold on a second here. That's good deals, bad deals. We'll get into that in just a moment here. I'm going to tell you what the best deals out there and what the worst deals are out there. But meanwhile, let's click on this article and see what they talk about as far as choose your bullion dealer carefully. I would be the last person to argue with that title. I think it's great. Meanwhile, I haven't actually read the article yet. We're going to do that right now. Give me 1 second here. Let's do the entire report here. Again, some credits to Money Metals for this. I guess they sell precious metals out there, but I'll beat their prices still. Meanwhile, let's read this article they wrote and see what they talk about. Regal Assets, a somewhat prominent gold and silver dealer in Southern California, is in serious trouble based on news released last week. Tyler Gallagher, the firm's high-flying owner, has reportedly vanished, perhaps to avoid arrest and prosecution. Well, basically, folks, what they're getting into is something that we see all the time here, and it's in every market. They're telemarketer scammers, market scammers. They go out there, they get deposits, they hold people. This is why I've been saying for a long time, you know, if you don't hold it, you don't really own it. So, given the opportunity to have someone else hold your gold and silver for you or platinum for you, hold it yourself. I always recommend that. There's always that risk that you might lose it, no matter how well-intentioned that person may be that's storing it for you, or that entity that may be that's storing it for you. There's no better, safer place to store it than with yourself, okay? With that said, let's read the rest of this here. Regal clients are now talking to the press about their inability to get delivery of metal that they bought and paid for. The Regal website has been taken offline. Well, no surprise there. As reported, it made the Daily Beast. Wow. In the Daily Beast article, the Great Gatsby of Gold took their millions and vanished. Those contacted by the reporter all told a similar story of their interaction with Regal assets. An enthusiastic sales pitch, telemarketers, a six-figure investment, months of delays and excuses, and finally over the summer, radio silence. And over the years, Regal Assets was one of the many firms that heavily promoted so-called collectibles and proof coins rather than bullion. That was always a big major red flag in and of itself. Let me correct this. There's nothing wrong with collectibles and proof coins, okay? However, one of the key things of recognizing a telemarketing company is that they will push collectibles and will push rare coins. There's nothing wrong with rare coins and collectibles, except when these guys are involved with them. That's the only time there's a problem. But collectibles and rare coins have their place out there, okay? But these guys and the telemarketing firms out there and the people that push graded gold, $20 gold pieces, I've always been against this. These people are just plain looking to make a higher commission rate. That's it. Because the premium on graded gold coins and collectible gold coins, the premium and the commission is much, much higher. In fact, I think they're allowed to make up legally as much as 25% on the collectibles, and they're probably making more than that. But needless to say, there's nothing wrong with collectibles and proof coins and rare coins, except when you're buying them from telemarketers like this. All right, let me move on along from here. As we've reported many times here at Money Metals, firms that pressure investors to buy these high premium graded products should be avoided. And I agree with that. In this case, poor ethics has given way to business failure, if not outright theft. Like banking, investment in crypto markets, the gold and silver markets attract a lot of money, and that money attracts some bad actors and fraud. I'm 100% on board with this, folks. That's why I'm always on you guys about, again, holding your own stuff, physical, owning it physically, not letting other people hold it. Because again, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And as with any investment, it is incumbent on buyers and sellers to pay attention, be careful about with whom they do business. This has never been truer than today. Again, absolutely true, folks. That's why I'm always telling you, try to find yourself a good local source out there, a good local brick and mortar that's been in business for quite some time. They have an investment of years and years in their business. They also have an investment in the business that they own, the brick and mortar that they own. I'm always all about getting to a brick and mortar first. You're less likely to get screwed by a brick and mortar. Online personalities, online businesses, online or even over the phone type businesses, and that a lot of these telemarketers started from. That's why they're called telemarketers. I would say stay away from them as much as possible. All right, they go on to say the institutions people rely on to clean up the markets are unreliable. Largely, no, say it ain't so. Largely because government regulation doesn't tend to work in the first place. That's true. Regulators usually arrive on the scene after damage is already done. Absolutely true and astute comment there. Honest companies don't need regulations to do the right thing. Dishonest companies don't care much about law. At Regal Assets, Gallagher exploited people's faith in institutions like Forbes and Rolling Stones. He was able to join the Forbes Financial Council by doing a little more than declaring the size of his business and paying a sizable membership fee. Interesting. Joining the council meant being able to advertise his firm as a member and publish articles under the Forbes imprimatur. I'm not quite familiar with that word, folks. Sorry about that. It is easy to assume membership in some bylines at Forbes meaning more than it actually does. It's not hard to understand for unethical people to purchase a thin veneer of respectability, and that's kind of true. I mean, look at Bernie Madoff's, all these big scammers out there had their arms around big corporations, big names, politicians. You guys know that. I mean, that's how they operate, the big scammers. It is not hard for unethical people. Okay, we already said that. Regal Assets was master at affiliate marketing, compensating scores of online marketers to spin up review sites that poo-pooed legitimate businesses in pointy regions instead of Regal Assets. In fact, Money Metals once had to take, anyways, looks like personal between this company and that other company. Sorry about that, folks. My throat's getting a little bit dry. It's been a long day. What time is it actually, too? Ooh, boy, I should be in bed by now. Okay. Bullion investors have to judge a dealer for themselves. Absolutely true. Reading customer reviews at the better. Now, listen, this blows my mind. Reading customer reviews. This is one thing that they got wrong in this article. I haven't seen anything else wrong in this article. I wasn't looking for anything wrong in this article, but when I got to this, it made me laugh. Reading customer reviews at the Better Business Bureau, which is a not-for-profit, is generally worth doing. Folks, let me tell you, the Better Business Bureau is worthless as tits on a log. They are absolutely worthless. Never, ever trust reading the Better Business Bureau. You know, this is what it surprises me, too. A little bit naive by this writer to put this out here for this company, because the fact is, I've known since day one that, number one, if you are not a member of the Better Business Bureau, they will not report good or bad on you. You just won't get any report whatsoever. And the Better Business Bureau is all about getting paid. They're all about having, if you pay them, they will list a report on you, good or bad, okay? And the problem with the Better Business Bureau is that you can pay to become a member of the Better Business Bureau. Then they will post reviews about you, and more than likely you're going to get the nutcases putting bad reviews against you, so you're going to pay for that. And if you don't pay the Better Business Bureau, you won't get any reviews whatsoever. I'm not a member of the Better Business Bureau. I would never recommend it. It's a bunch of bullshit, and I'm not ashamed to say that. Just call me and ask me why. Happy to debate that with anyone out there that disagrees. But anyway, looking for a pattern of BBB complaints. I'm going to replace that. Look for, I know Google, love or hate Google, but look for Google reviews. I'm telling you, they're probably about as honest as you're going to get. Avoid the Better Business Bureau like the plague. Worthless as tits on a log. All right, so let me just replace that. Look for a pattern of Google complaints, which indicates a company either isn't shipping at all or after delay, which is much longer than expected. Virtually all dealers which failed in recent years exhibited this pattern in advance. Yeah, I would suspect that. After some point, you don't get your delivery, and you get multiple bullshit. Listen, all companies experience delays once in a while in shipping. All companies will have like gold backed up, and they'll tell their customers, listen, we're waiting for our shipment, especially in the last couple of years. But when it happens repeatedly over and over, and then you start not getting phone calls, you got to question that. And I can't argue with that at all. So that is true. It's also a good idea to call prospective dealers and evaluate how you are treated. Great advice, actually. I got to give Money Metals a good kudos on that, because that's absolutely true. Does a live person answer the phone? Did a highly commissioned salesperson give you an aggressive pitch? Did they recommend high margin collectibles or something other than low price bullion coins, rounds or bars? Are answers to your questions straightforward or direct? Question mark. Trust is a precious commodity. It seems to be evaporating. Absolutely great advice here. I got to hand it to Clint. I think you were right on the money there at Money Metals Exchange, Clint. But the only thing I think you were absolutely way off base on is the Better Business Bureau. You couldn't have picked a more worthless tits on a log organization to find out if something was legit or not legit. Anyways, that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. And as far as the Better Business Bureau, that's from experience, man. Good deal, bad deal. What's the best deals out there, folks? I'm going to tell you what the worst deals out there. They are still Silver Eagle. Stay the hell away from... Woo! Almost dropped my glass there, and I just made a big mess of everything, but hell, I'll clean that up in a moment. Meanwhile... oh, man, my throat's going to dry out real fast now. Meanwhile, bad deals. What are the bad deals out there? Well, I'm going to say the bad deals out there are Silver Eagles for sure. Stay away from Silver Eagles. They're still like spot plus $8. All right, let me get into that real quick here. What are we looking here as a spot price? 20. I like this page because it's static. 21.85. So let's say 21.85. And the cheapest you're going to buy Silver Eagles out there, generally speaking, is going to be like we have them for $29.85 per unit. I think if you go out on SD Bullion, let me take a look and see what SD's got them out there. SD is, man, they're a very aggressive, good company. That's why I always like to beat their prices, because if you're going to beat someone's prices, you might as well beat the very competitive guys out there, and that's what I do. SD Bullion, let's get in to see what they sell Silver Eagles for. I haven't done this in a while. I actually haven't looked at their website in a little while either. And there we go, Silver Eagles. Let's go to Silver Eagles on U.S. Silver Eagles. Let's see where they're at on them. Whew, man, I am way cheaper than they are. I'm like at $29.85 per unit. I think SD has got, where are their mixed dates? Because I don't have 2023s right now. Let's see. Random years. Yeah, I still beat the hell out of their price there. If you buy 1,500 plus from them, they're at $30.53. I'm like at $29.85 if you buy one from me. And they're 31, so they're a couple dollars higher, as always. Great company, but I tell you, I can still beat their prices, and I think they're extremely competitive out there. Good deal, bad deal. What else is a good deal or bad deal out there? You know, I'm talking about silver, so let's try to stick with silver. 1 ounce silver bars. Let's put silver in there. Not much difference except in the color and the shape. Well, I guess in other things, but 1 ounce silver rounds. Let me get rid of that. Silver rounds. Nobody buys 1 ounce silver bars anymore. They buy rounds on 1 ouncers. And runs. Obviously, I can't spell rounds. There we go. Just because I'm. There we go. I can't let the mistakes sit there in front of me. 1 ounce silver rounds here. Still a great price that I can offer you guys at spot plus $2.85. Let me see how that stacks up to SD Bullion out there for in-stock silver. And 1 ounce rounds. Where are we? Silver coins, silver rounds. There we go. And I'm going to do a little math for you. Let's see here. Where am I at? What are they using for the spot price? $22.04. Let me tell you what I'm using for the spot price right now. And we'll get there in 1 second. Oh my gosh, where did I put the spot? There we go. $22.04. I'm using $21.85. Their spot prices are higher than mine as well, folks. I don't know how they do that, but I'm using $21.85 right now for spot. They're using $22.04 for spot, which is substantially higher if you ask me. And hold on, let's move that out of the way. $22.04. But anyway, I can still beat their price even with their higher spot level. They got 1 ounce silver rounds at 25. Well, let's go to the 1500 plus, and I can still beat that price. But let's do 100. 25.03. Where am I at? Again, I'm sorry about that. I don't mean to be flipping back and forth here. I'm at 21.86 plus. I'm at 24.71, and I would say that. Hang on a second. Yeah, I'm still way cheaper than, and if you're buying 1,500 plus, I can beat their price. I'm at 24.71 from 100 to or 500 or less. I'm at 24.71. They're way higher than I am. They're at 25.03, and if you're buying this kind of amount, I can still beat the pants off their price on the SD Bullion as well. But still, good deals out there. That's not a bad price at SD Bullion. I'm just saying I can beat that number. And let's go into again, good deal, bad deals here. What's the next best deal out there? I got to tell you, next best deal out there is kilos. 1 kilo. Silver, not rounds, but silver bars. Okay. And 1 kilo silver bars, those right there, I can get you guys for a spot plus. If I can still get the JBRs, JBRs are a good deal. Man, I'm losing my memory here. 21.86 is what we're going to use. If I can still get the JBRs, I can get those to you guys for spot plus 2 1/4. Oh, give me 1 second here. Hang in there with me. $25.11 per ounce, which is really a damn good deal. 100-ounce bars are spot plus 260 over. And again, let me see where they got kilo bars at. Let me see how they're doing with kilo bars. I find that SD really has the best prices out there between JM and Atmex metals. They do have the best prices out there. That's why I like to be competitive with those guys. But let me just kind of focus on SD right now, and I do beat their prices here as well. And again, if you don't live in South Florida, you can't come visit us at Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals, and you're not ordering more than 100 ounces of gold and 59 ounces of silver when you live outside the state. Again, if you live anywhere in the state of Florida, you can visit us. You can buy as little as 1 ounce of silver, 1 ounce of gold, and I'll beat these guys' prices and the local prices as well. But let's take a look here. Kilo silver bars. Where am I at on kilo silver bars again? Man, it's memory loss here. I keep saying 2186. 2186. And again, the JBR kilo bars, 2 1/4 over times 32. There we go. 775. So I can sell you even less than 10 at their 10 plus quantity on kilo silver bars out there. But meanwhile, let's get into gold right here. Oh, hold on. Let me finish up with silver a little bit. 90% spot plus $3 while I have it in stock right now. Spot plus $4 if I had to order it. And I don't have a lot in stock right now because I've been selling it out pretty quick. Not because I think it's a great deal. I've just been blowing it out. I don't like selling it to my retail customers because I think there are better deals out there. And what else? As far as silver, we kind of covered most all the products out there. Let's talk about gold. Best deals out there in gold are still gold bars, 1 ounce gold bars. And let me just double check. I'd be surprised if they changed. They haven't changed in so long. It's not even funny. Hang on a second. 1 ounce gold bars. Same old stuff. Spot plus $70. $70 is the best deal out there. What's the next best deal if you want to buy a gold coin? I'm going to say Krugerrands. Again, I'll beat SD, Bullion, Atmex, JM, and the local guys down here. At spot plus 80, you can buy gold Krugerrands for Maple Leaf spot plus $83, and gold Eagles. Kind of machine gun my way down there. A spot plus 110. I think Buffaloes are about the same. Let's see, spot Buffaloes. Yeah, Buffaloes the same thing. Spot plus 110. Don't pay more than those prices, folks. That's what I'm recommending. The good deals and the bad deals out there. Meanwhile, I'm going to close this video out. I got to get something to eat. I got to get ready for the show tomorrow, and I'll get into that in a moment as well. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching last night's video, which was U.S. Treasury's issue new gold certificate. And it was about an article I read, how that we could use the gold that we supposedly have in Fort Knox to fund issues and problems that we have coming up. If you missed last night's video, you may want to check it out. If not, that's basically the that's basically it in a nutshell. Let's hear it. Let me kind of answer a few questions from last night's video too. And I'm going to scroll down here. Give me 1 second. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Lots of comments. It's going to be a little while here. Silver Liner, what's up? Folks, I'm going to just answer particular questions here, but I'd like to acknowledge everyone here. Silver Liner, Mark, Jigsaw, My Charm Unicorn. Let me see here. I'm going to try to hit some specific questions here. And we're about to make gold and silver legal tender. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Pleasure meeting with you. Thank you, Charlie. It was nice meeting you as well. 1 ounce coins at a good price. eBay is way too expensive. Again, it was nice to meet you, Charlie and Deborah. Hope to see you again sometime soon. Why not Fort Knox audit? All right. Here, I got to get into some questions here. Give me 1 second here. And I can't help but read every one of these and acknowledge every one of you guys here. Let's see here. Too bad most of our government officials want the same school of economics. Yeah, I'm not going to, no argument there. Prices crash. Not too many questions here. You guys mostly kind of giving me kudos and mostly talking about stuff I agree with you already on. And I guess that's, wow, okay. Wow, not too many questions here. Someone's stalking me. There you go, Joe. All right, I'm going to call it quits here, folks. I'm rather on the tired side. I haven't eaten yet. It's getting what time is it already? Yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock, man. I still got packing to do and more things to do for tomorrow's show. Anyway, thank you, everyone here that I've scrolled by. I appreciate all your comments. I appreciate you watching. For the rest of you folks out there, please hit that subscribe and like and save button. Save button, not maybe the save button, but the like, subscribe, and that bell. It lets you know when my new videos come up. And if for some reason you never find me on that channel, YT channel sometime, for some reason, you never know, you can find me here. You can also find me out here. I noticed I've got a few new subscribers. That's me, Brian Kuzmar. I'm starting to kind of pay attention more to Twitter now that it's become a little more friendly to non-censorship. So notice I got a few more folks out there that hit me up as a follower too. Don't be afraid to ask me questions here. I'll make sure I try to get to them as well. Meanwhile, what am I getting ready for, man? Why am I so tired right now? And why am I getting this video out late? Is because the Lakeland Collectorama show starts tomorrow for me to set this show up. And to the public, it opens on Thursday, 16th through the 18th. I think it opens like 10 a.m., closes at 5 or 6. Coins, collectibles, silver, gold, all kinds of cool products. I'll be there. And if you want free tickets to get in, again, it's at the Lakeland Civic Center in Florida. Click that link right there and get your free tickets to get in. Save yourself $3 of entry fee at the door. And a pretty cool show. Meanwhile, I don't think I'm going to be doing videos for the rest of the week. If I do, or if I can, I will. But again, internet connection there is kind of somewhat a little bit tough. And as you can see, I'll be running this event right here, so it might be a little tough for me. If you don't hear from me in videos this week, I'll be back on Monday. Meanwhile, I hope to meet the rest of you at the Lakeland Civic Center between the 16th and the 18th. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Call me anytime between 10 and 4 Mondays through Fridays. If you're looking to buy any type of gold and silver and platinum and you live in South Florida, we have a brick and mortar here. And again, we're open 10 to 4. There's our phone number. If you live outside of South Florida and you can't visit our store and buy metals from us, we do sales through the mail, and we also do the traditional wire form, but we have to do more than 100 ounces gold and more than 1,500 ounces of silver to be able to do that. And if you don't, if you're not able to buy that kind of quantity from us, and you don't have a good a dealer in your area, then maybe you're kind of stuck with the online guys. But meanwhile, try to find yourself a good local dealer if you're buying smaller quantities. Hey, thanks for watching. Have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.